Hey guys, it's been 9 months and about 2 weeks since my first tee shot. It's also been 3 months today since I had my chest operation. So that's been really weird. Time has really flown. It's been a bizarre 3 months in terms of how fast that's gone. Um, had a really long, really hard day at work, so I'm a little bit tired and having a lack of energy moment. So sorry for that. But I really did want to make a video because it has been 3 months, and things for my chest are going from better to better to better to better to better to best. So I know I've talked about all the emotional changes and the physical changes and that kind of stuff, and just again want to reiterate that probably the best thing I've ever done is getting my chest done. So it's been fantastic. Stuff with body changes and things. I'm growing a beard, as you can see, which is still patchy, but that's okay because it takes time for things to change. My voice is still kind of going down, which it was interesting at this late of the game stage. And for the first time, I've kind of noticed it cracking a bit just in day-to-day speech, which is interesting because that hasn't really happened to any great extent before, or as much as it is now anyway. I'm getting quite a good growth of chest hair, which is great, and it's kind of also extending out to my shoulder area, which is nice. I'm getting some hair sort of along here and along here. Don't even talk to me about back hair because I've got it. I'm not at any huge sort of swaths yet, but I'm going to have it a lot, I think. So that's going to be fun. But yeah, I'm really pleased about my chest hair. It's starting to come in sort of in good patches where I want it to come in. I was really worried that it wouldn't come into the right spots to make it look like natural chest hair, but it really has. So anybody who was sort of concerned about that, don't be. It'll work. It'll all work. I've got some pictures of my chest to show you. The incisions and the healing of the incisions is going exceptionally well. For 3 months, I think I'm fairly well along the path. I haven't had any keloiding at all that I can find or see yet. And I'm using... I know that I've spoken about stretch marks and stuff before because obviously being big guy that I am, I had really bad stretch marks on my chest, and that kind of caused a lot of issue in terms of finding viable tissue that wasn't covered in stretch marks. I've been using a product called Bio Oil. I know that that's available in the States as well as Australia. I don't know about anywhere else, but it's basically an oil that smells like every girly potion perfume in existence put into one bottle. But it's got huge whacks of things like vitamin E and something called percellin and a whole bunch of other really nice healthy skin stuff. And I've been using the kelo-cote scar silicone treatment in the mornings, and I've been slathering myself with this bio oil at night. And I've noticed two things. One, my skin has a lot more elasticity, so the stretch marks excuse me guys, the stretch marks that were forming have kind of halted, which is great. And I also feel less kind of tight around the chest area, so the skin doesn't feel like it's being stretched as much, which is really nice. I think I'm also seeing a visible improvement in the old stretch marks that were there. It's kind of hard to measure that though, so basically BioOil says it takes about 3 months before you start to see significant healing. I've been using it solidly for about a month so far. So I actually, to be honest, I would put my stamp of approval on it. I think it's done some great stuff for me. So yeah, that's working really well for me at the moment. I still have quite significant scarring underneath, not scarring, but redness underneath the marks of under here. I'll show you some pictures of that as well. That was my fault. I again would just like to reiterate that you should take the tape off on the exact day that the surgeon tells you to take the tape off. Don't leave it on there for an extra 2 days like I did, because that was stupid. And I ended up taking a fair crack of skin off, as those of you will have seen from my tape removal video. Don't do it. It's not good. It hurts when it comes off, and it leaves big chunky lack of skin areas. So yeah, but hopefully, I mean, the redness has already kind of started to fade from the center of those areas, and it started to that fading really started to happen when I started with the bio oil, actually. So yeah, just don't do it, because it's going to take me a while to get rid of those problem areas, I think. Other than that, I also have something pretty interesting happening in the center of my chest, which again I'll show you a photo of, and it's because I'm putting on weight, because I'm a chunky bastard, and I haven't started any of my exercises yet because I'm just stupid. But no, so I've put on probably a couple of kilo from Christmas. We ate ourselves to death at Christmas, and my body has started to kind of process that in terms of fat. So, obviously not just putting it on my gut, but in my sort of right pec area down near where the incisions are, there is some fat that's come in there, and that's kind of making it sit a little bit weird in terms of where the cuts were. That'll go away. I'm actually quite sure that will resolve itself once I do get off my ass and do some exercises. I am going to cite my elbow injury as part of the reason why I haven't really gotten into any weights or anything yet. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But yeah, no, other than that, things are really good in terms of how everything's going, so I'm pretty happy. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So I'm actually going to make a video once a month. That's rather than flood you with weekly changes and daily changes and all that sort of crap. I'm going to make one once a month. So the next time you'll see me with any sort of update like this will be on the 20th of next month, which will be my anniversary of 4 months post-op. I also, in March of 2011, will be coming up to my 1 year on T, so I intend to do something a little bit special for that as well. But my next T shot, because I'm on the 3-month Reandron cycle at the moment, will be in just after my birthday in February, which is cool. And I actually think that for those of you who are considering testosterone treatment, that have a look at Reandron, because for me it's worked out really well. I haven't had to go and have shots every 2 weeks or a week or a month or whatever. And I was really concerned that the Reandron would slow down the changes that I'm experiencing, but they haven't. It really hasn't. And for me, it's a great solution. I really am happy with the results I'm receiving on Reandron. So check it out, because I actually think it's pretty cool in terms of treatment, rather than having like a bullet inserted under your skin or anything like that. Alright, so I'll leave that there, and I hope everyone is well. In particular, the guys who have just come back from chest surgery, and I'm also looking forward to seeing an update, if you're watching out there, from Smith's Boy and Teddy. If you're hanging around out there, I'd like to hear how you're going, particularly with your tee shots. So it'd be good to hear from you guys. Other than that, stay well, and I'll see you guys in about a month or so.